That's bad, isn't it?
That's
Yeah.
really bad.
The important part there is, like, we look at every single step I took, you could hear it snap and crack. Of course, I cheated and put tape knowing exactly where it's going to go. But it right away they targeted the manufacturer. First thing they went after is manufacturer. And then you start going after, well, it was the installer. Because everybody wants to move the liability portion around till they find someone that's lucky enough to pay for it. The first thing they do is they want to go after your insurance policy, because that will pay. But the important part is, my job as an inspector, we have to dissect this floor in order to find out what is the actual causation of the noise. So when we're dealing with flooring, we actually looking at it's a balancing act, because a lot of times, not just as the installers, especially sitting in the room here, we know that we never get appropriate standards for doing humidification, moisture contents, enough time for acclimation. And so they're the ones. So it's a balance of what will work and what doesn't work in order to make sure that we end up using a product, using what we can for a standard, and hopefully comply so it doesn't fail. And that's that balancing act with today's construction. So in there, when we start looking at the noisy wood floors, people will say automatically, I hear one noise. All wood floors will make noise. What we can't have in a noise is a repetitive noise, something that would go, what we heard there, squeak, squeak, that would be unacceptable. If I walked over here in the morning and it popped over next to the wall and that was it for the day, that's an occasional construction noise that would be acceptable. Noisy wood floor systems can simply be created from flooring planks moving vertically. Each time we have, regardless what it is, when we have, whether it's manufactured, whether it's from installer, subfloor, anytime we get vertical movement, we will get some kind of noise. That's the creation of the problem. It can be caused from weak subfloors or floor joists. It can be for the subfloor systems. I've seen deflection over the thickness of a quarter in a 19.2 on center. You get that kind of movement on a 3/8 product, it's going to make noise. We look at far as what's noisy wood floor syndrome has become the most predominant in the past 10 years. Why is that? Anybody got any answers for that?
I think they've lowered the standard for the substrates, haven't they?
Lower the standard for the substrates. They have. They've also increased the usability of more species in OSB in order to be, so and that's also been an issue. So it's also going back to that is one of the number one things I've seen has been consistency with commodity grade OSB materials is causing the problem.